Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in these insane times. Although I was not really a big help yesterday, today a little bit better of a handle on the market. It is Thursday at 8:04 Eastern Standard Time, October 17th, 2024. And we're going to start the day off with good old dollar yen because that's the one that is moving the most, ruling the crosses. Because as we can see, the British pound and the euro dollar really doesn't have much oomph at all to it. So it's dollar yen is in a coiling position right now, and we fell to, let's see something here. Where did we get up to? Did we get up to that 90? We went to 88. There is that resistance at 149.98. That's the level we got to get over in order to show, like, okay, we're going to punch up to, like, 150.35 and start that upward movement that I thought that should have happened already. Now, it was on a weekly analysis, so on the week we should close. We have to close above. We don't have to, but we should close above 149.20 on the week. So tomorrow by 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, if we're above 149.20, we should be showing that okay, we're picking up some strength. Doesn't mean we're not going to track back and forth, because obviously that whole idea of me trying to be a hero of it taking off right away didn't come to fruition. So let's look at what we need to get through today. So we spiked up through the previous high at 80, only by 8 pips, and then the market basically has now retraced a little bit. So I think the critical price right now for it to stay above hang on, let me do a quick calculation. All right, the pivot point today is right around 149.30, and then we have support right below is that 149.20 level. So dollar yen, if it gets below 20 again, I think that we're gonna probably try to attack this is a 1 hour chart as usual, because I trade 1 hours. This low bar's close right here would be probably where we come down to, basically just right at the support line. If we get through that, I have to go over both. I think dollar yen is still in a slight biddish tone, but sometimes the market just doesn't want to listen to me. So if we break this low, we have a low right below it at we have a pivot point right below at 148.44, which is very, very solid, and then 147.87. We need to get up through 149.98, 150 the figure, and then we got resistance at 150. There's one at 150.15, and then one at 150. Let me put it up there. 150. Let's go 150.20 right there, and then we got one at 150.55, and then we got the 150.80. Above that, which I don't really see happening today. We got I would have to do a volatility calculation, but the next level is like 152.25 or something. It's quite far, but if we get up there, I'll be able to do a tighter volatility calculation. All right, British pound. Okay. Yesterday, pivot point basically, or support point, had to be moved to 129.70, just expanding a little bit. We had one at 129.95. So it did hold pretty nicely, and we had the low over here was 129.73. Unbelievable, man. I just can't believe this British pound. Right now, it's basically still in a bearish tone, and it needs to get over 130, I would say. say 47, 130, 47, 130, 49. It needs to break this level to shake off this bearishness. Now, what does that mean? If it breaks this level, say 130.50, and it's only what 30 points away from it, most likely it's going to find some resistance, come back off again, maybe trade back down to the 20 level. Then if it could finally get up above this level and close above it, then we're probably going to be attacking this 130.105. And we all know how strong that 130.105 is, or has been. So if we could get above 130.105, we're heading towards 131. We got lots of resistance. I mean, it's just riddled with resistance. 131.34, 131.68, and then 132.20. And I mean, there's some minor resistances up at like 131.79 and stuff, but you know, let's just go with the main point. So now what happens if it turns down and it breaks this support? Well, the next support's it's opening up to hang on, I gotta get a different volatility level. Hang on. All right, we break this 129.70. I don't have anything until this 128.52. So it's open its way to 128.52. Can't force a price, you know. I mean, I can't. I mean, the volatility being what it is basically just opening up at that area like a big gorge. So if we break 128.52, then I have a minor level at 128, the figure. I mean, I'll put that in. Just putting them in just so that we have them. 128, the figure, close. And then it opens to 127.5. But like I said, I've been saying I don't expect the sterling dollar to fall out of bed, but I've been expecting a rally for like a month, and I haven't gotten it. And the marketplace is basically showing it has no interest in it. So if dollar yen does take off, it could put, in other words, dollar yen moving up could put pressure on sterling dollar to move down if the cross is not really flying higher, you know. If the cross is moving higher, then sterling is going to stay pinned. It's not really going to do much. All right, so let's get on over to good old star of the show, sterling yen. This crazy cross. This one had me completely baffled yesterday. I really didn't expect it to fall down to where it did. I'll tell you what I did do, and I didn't call it in the trading room. I went short last night at 194.25, and it was based off of nothing. I mean, I had an idea that, you know, a bias like, well, it's been just, you know, slowly grinding down. I thought we could get to the 70 level again, and then I would have bought it back. Nothing big. I mean, I was just trying to go for like 40 points, 50 points if I could, right? It came down to this pivot right here, right around 83. I took them back at 194.02. And I said, you know what, I'm going to bed. So that was the only thing I did yesterday. I was on the sidelines all day yesterday. I had no idea. So right now, as we stand, this it's got to stay above. Okay, right now, what we got? It's got to stay above this 30 level again. It's got to stay above 194.30 right here to show its continued strength. Then it needs to get above. I would have to say it's got to get above 195.08 again, and then we could start tracking back a little bit higher for the day. But the critical price right now is this 194.30, and If it breaks 194.30, you got to look at actually this pivot low. If this pivot low goes, then we're tracking back to 193.61, and then we got that opens the way to 192.98. It's just been such a tight marketplace and coiling that it already broke this point because it's already 8:19 in the morning and I'm still doing this analysis. It broke the point. If I had been a little bit early, I might have been able to give it to you. Then it's worth already 35 pips, but it's got to stay above this in order to show the strength. All right, so euro yen. All right, same points as yesterday. In a way, it's good. I don't have to do that much analysis. Let me just look here. Hang on a second. Let me get some. Let's get some ideas ready here for today. Let's see. Okay. It's got 2 points. If it can get over 162.70 today, it's starting to show strength. Okay. It should have some support at 161.90. That support's still good. 161.90. And also, it should have minor support at 162.12, which already happened. 162.13. Okay, so here are your minor supports on the day. Well, this one's pretty major. This is a minor support. It came down. It touched it again a few hours before I'm talking about this. I'm not, right here. Now, what it needs to do on the day is it needs to trade through this to show strength. And then it's got to get through. I mean, it's right here. It's 20 points away. But I think that if we get through this, well, I shouldn't even say that because it's weak as well. But if it gets through this point, it's got to get through 163 the figure. If it can get through 163 the figure, it's definitely showing some strength to 163.61. But right now, it's kind of a dog with fleas. It doesn't really have much oomph behind it. And it's all dependent on dollar yen. If dollar yen could quickly move up and they leave those continental currencies alone, then the crosses will move up. If those continental currencies start getting hit with, as dollar yen's going up, then they're basically selling those crosses. So that's what the big boys will be doing. They'll be using the legs of the cross to sell the cross by selling the continentals and even buying dollar yen or selling dollar yen. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thursday, 17th, 2024, October 17th, 2024. Please, if you like what you see, smash the like button. Leave some comments. Tell me what you think about my analysis. Also, remember, head on over to Park Avenue Trading. Get yourself a free ebook. And enjoy the party. Dance near the door. Cheers.